Yo, it's your boy DZ, man. You already know it's not about the setback, it's about the get back. I appreciate everybody that watches the channel. Y'all the best, man. And I thank y'all. I hope y'all continue to watch. Your boy is growing. We on our way to 4K subscribers. We working. Hey, man. Oh, man. We already see the industry is looking crazy. The industry is looking real crazy, man. They exposing everybody, as in all the top elite. They talking about Kanye now too. And they didn't go as far with Kanye as they did with Jay-Z and Diddy yet. That hasn't happened yet. But they did say Kanye had planned on starting a porn company, right? And he was just real loose with his employees with the porn. And he was disrespecting his employees allegedly. They said it was a hostile work environment. And they're suing him. And these people were 14 to 17. Oh, man, the game is just being exposed, man. All these guys is being exposed. The information has been put out there about these guys, man. And from what we see now, it's all coming out. So I wonder, do you guys believe that all three of these people are who they say they are, or who the public is presuming these people as? Kanye went on his rant and he exposed how the elite handles the music industry, the entertainment business. He has exposed all this information, right? Do y'all believe or do you not believe? Now the industry has took a swing back at all of them. You know, one point Jay-Z was talking about the industry. One point Diddy talking about the industry. One point Kanye talking about the industry. And now they are the target of all these lawsuits. And we see this. Kanye, Jay-Z, and Diddy. All three of these guys are the targets now. And, you know, these guys were the face of the music industry. Moguls. And now they're looked at, you know, as not as high of a level as they were. You know, the money is printed. It's made up stuff, right? Life is kind of like a big illusion. They put these people in front of us, artists, and they made us look at them as if they were untouchable, top of the food chain. And now we see that anybody can be touched. Let's be real. Anybody can be touched in this game. Nobody is exempt from what is going on now. And the industry is just exposing it, man. But these behaviors, I want to be honest, are learned behaviors. Somebody taught them these behaviors and made it acceptable, made it okay for them to do what they do. And now I think personally that they're done with them. This is what I think personally. Personally, I think that they did enough for the execs, and now it may be that they're cutting into the execs' money. They want to get him out the way. I don't know. What y'all think? It could be that they're cutting into the exec's money. And they don't want nothing else to do with him. Diddy don't even understand that he's not coming home, man. He don't even understand that yet. It hasn't even sunk in. They done put this information out about Jay-Z allegedly messing with a 13-year-old. He can be criminally charged in this situation. Even though it was allegedly 24 years ago, I think they said it's a 28-year statute of limitation, or it's no statute of limitations on rape in New York. So it's a possibility that honestly they could charge Jay-Z. And from what we're seeing, how this all started with Diddy, the same exact way with these lawsuits and these allegations, right? This is how it started for Diddy. And Diddy got cocky, started speaking out, saying that, oh, I'm still alive, and all that extra stuff. And the next thing you know, they charged him. So I'm wondering, do y'all think they're going to charge Jay-Z in this situation? Do y'all think Jay-Z is going to be held criminally liable for this situation with Diddy? My opinion, I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know if they're going to criminally charge Jay. But what I do know, Jay-Z's probably out the country. And the best bet is for him not to come back. You see how Russell Simmons did. Russell Simmons left the country, never came back. From what we see now, man, these guys really don't have the power that they displayed to us. They displayed a certain level of power to the world, that cockiness, that they were on top and couldn't be touched because they were financially out of reach with people, right? But now we see these lawsuits is filed, and they're slowly bringing them back to reality, letting them know you're not untouchable. Straight up. They're letting them know that you're not untouchable, man. And Jay-Z spoke out on the situation, gave his opinion on the situation, and said he had nothing to do with it. He said, I got nothing to do with this. Anybody that commits something to this magnitude, right? That means they should be in jail. This is what Jay saying. Jay saying anybody that commits any acts of this magnitude, they should be criminally charged. They should be in jail. And no, I'm not agreeing to a mediation. Now, Diddy, he's fighting back, but he's fighting back from inside of the can. And, you know, anybody that's ever been incarcerated understands how hard it is to fight a case in jail. It's hard. You don't have the same resources. You only get certain times to go look to the law library. It's a situation that you're fighting for your life, but you got restrictions on how you can research to fight for your life. They got Kanye being sued now. Kanye is being sued from from two people, it says, 14 to 17. And it might be more than two people, honestly. He said 14 to 17. Let me see here. Hold up. Hold up. Ah. Kanye is being sued here. Let me see here. Hold up. All right. So they got Kanye being sued here. He said the teenagers suing Kanye West and his company. Hold on. I don't want all this on here. I'm trying to, I got this crazy pop-up on here. Hold up. It's crazy pop-up. Hold up, y'all. Let me see. All right, Kanye. I had it on there. Hold up. Let's see if I can get that one that I had. That was perfect. That one I had was perfect. Let's see if I can get that one back on there. Where is that one at? But yeah, Kanye is being sued. Let me see what this one say. Hold on. Kanye is being sued. The court documents acquired, and this is by Touch Weekly, 14-17. It says the plaintiff, as per the documents, are seeking a default judgment against the Wonder Rappers company, Yeezy. So that they're suing Kanye's company, Yeezy, Kanye, and another one of his companies. And, as per the complaint, the rapper, also known as Ye, forced the plaintiffs to join forces with him to develop a streaming app to boost the promotion of his album Vulture 2. So Kanye joined forces with these people so that they can help him boost his album Vulture 2. Then the employees were promised $120,000 upon the app completion. However, they were allegedly served with a horrible experience, which included bullying on a basis of their ethnicity and sexual orientation. So now they claim Kanye was bullying them. They said Kanye was bullying them and they couldn't take it. And they said their ethnicity and their sexual orientation. So it has me thinking that maybe they were gay. And he hired them. So I'm sure that he wasn't looking at it as that they were gay when he hired them. He hired them because he guessed that they can fit the job. They were able to do the job, Now, moreover, the Stronger hitmaker's wife, Bianca Censori, was also mentioned in the lawsuit. Damn. So they put his wife in the lawsuit too? Wow. The lawsuit for purportedly sharing X-rated files with the team during the time when Kanye was considering to launch his own pornography ban. So Ye was about to launch a pornography brand? I didn't even know that. I never knew that one. According to the publication, each plaintiff is seeking $300,000 against West. The new lawsuit is one of the latest ongoing barrage of lawsuits against the rapper. He is already being sued for sexual harassment. Wow. So he's already being sued for that. Breach of contract, wrongful termination by a woman who worked as his assistant for 2 years. Whoa. What? Moreover, in October, he was accused of using his professional status to spy on ex-wife Kim Kardashian and current partner Bianca Censori. Man, see, they on top of Ye, man. They on Ye, they on Jay-Z, and they're on Diddy. Now, I know people that have money, they feel that they have a certain type of power. They feel that they can't be stopped. They feel that no one can tell them anything. And they tend to treat people as if nothing can happen or nothing will happen to them. And usually we see this all the time. They always get exposed of these behaviors. And throughout the years, these things are talked about amongst others. Like, we've been hearing stories about how these celebrities are for years. But I think it comes a point in time, right, where they get tired of the challenges between these celebrities. I think it's a time where they use them as much as they can use them for whatever agenda it is, to fulfill whatever message that they want to feel to the people. But after that, they're done with them. They don't want anything to do with them. And then they destroy their legacies, their careers, and everything. Now, I honestly think that with a lot of these celebrities, some of the things that they're accused of, yes, they do. And this is my personal opinion. I honestly think that some of the things that they're accused of, they do. Because they feel that they can't be stopped because they have money. They feel that no one can tell them anything because they have the money. But we all see that the money doesn't really hold that value that they portray that it does. It's an illusion. It's a mental game that makes them think that they have a power that they don't. And at the end of the day, we see how they get crushed in the end. So, I mean, do they really have the power that they say? Are they really who they are? Or are they just who we think they are because we're not at their level? Let's think about it like that. You know, they think that the level that they're on, they can't be touched. And it always comes down to the end where they are in this situation where these lawsuits are having allegations against them that they did this to a minor. They were involved with this with some other people, and they did these things to different people along the way. See, now Diddy has been accused of allegations for 20, 30 years. They said things about Diddy for 20, 30 years, and now it's crazy. I just posted the video this morning, right, of one of Diddy's accusers. And, they blocked his face out. They didn't reveal who the person was, but the accuser was saying that basically Diddy dropped something in his drink, allegedly, and that he basically assaulted him. He said he was screaming. He said the first drink, he didn't tell that something was in the drink. When he got the second drink and it kicked in, he could tell because he lost control. And, the industry is like definitely, this is learned behavior. I totally feel that this right here was taught to them as they came in the industry. This behavior was taught to Diddy, was taught to Jay, and was taught to Kanye, right? But they took these things and did them in their own form and fashion, which we can see that Diddy took it to the extreme. So now I say if Jay and Kanye indulged in any of these things, they tried to be careful. They tried to be mindful, right? Because we're not hearing the allegations against them as we hear against Diddy and how loose Diddy was. Diddy was just taking advantage of people. He's seen the opportunity of, people trying to get a career and he went full throttle at it. This is what I think. He went full throttle at this, man. These are the rap moguls, the celebrities that, that were put in front of us. And now they don't look as big and strong as they did in one point. They don't look the same. Kanye don't look the same. After he went through his rant with the anti-Semitic stuff, the people he had exposed, the industry, but it didn't hold no weight because these people control the industry. Us exposing, or him exposing these people, it held no weight. It held no weight at all. All it did was get these people fueled up to get them out the way. And we see that. We literally see that, man. The industry's done exposed how it goes, man. And it's a lot of people that's silent. A lot of people that, don't want no parts of it. That maybe even was a part of it. Maybe even indulged in these things. But they don't want no parts of defending anybody. They don't want to be involved. But I really think it's going to be more people. It's going to be more and more people, that they come in and expose them. Because this has to be the norm. When you get rich, they must be telling each other, man, this is how you get everybody to do what you want. Because it's the same procedure. And it's done came to light about these people. And we really can't, trust them and look at them the way we used to. Kanye, great producer. And we do got to add this in there, though, honestly, though. When you are at the top, because there is no top. I have to say this, and I said this last night. There is no top, man. There is no top. But when you have a lot, you are the target of everybody else. And it's like the design is made that way. Everybody wants to be the man. Everybody wants to be at the top of the game. But nobody wants to heat at the top of the game. At the top of the game, you're a target. Now, Jay-Z was quiet the whole time all these allegations came out about Diddy. Wasn't saying anything. And he must have, knew it was the time coming that he was going to be included in these lawsuits. And the time has came. I'm like, damn, Jay. Jay, I used to rock Jay. I used to listen to Jay. Jay was in the playlist heavy. Constant rotation. But when we look at it, it's like, why now? Why now? It has to be something bigger. Why now do they want to crush all the people that were face of the music? Kanye sued with brand new lawsuit worth $1 million. $1 million. Everybody wants to be rich. Everybody wants to be famous. But nobody wants to deal with these people. Nobody wants to deal with these people. They sick, man. The industry has let us know over and over that these dudes that get to that level where they have the control and the power over other people, they flex their power by doing sick stuff. And if you don't believe it, You not paying attention. Because I believe totally that you have to be sick to get to this level now. And I wonder why a lot of people that I felt were better than the world was displaying them as, like, why haven't they gotten to that level? Why isn't nobody, pushing their album? And I have to say to myself, it's because they rebelled against the system. They didn't go with the system. All the people that went with the system, they are all the people that are getting these allegations. They are all the people that the public is now seeing they were sick. And I can't even cover for nobody. I can't even say they didn't do these things because I don't personally know these guys. I've never been around these guys, right? But what I can say is it's too many people with the same allegations. It's too many people saying Diddy put something in the drink. It's so many people saying Diddy put something in their drink, man. I have no choice but to believe that he put something in somebody's drink. Maybe he didn't put it in everybody's drink that's making the accusations. But I have no choice but to say he put something in somebody's drink, man. Because this is what everybody's saying. It's not like some people are saying he did it. Everybody's saying that they were forced to take a drink when they come in these parties. They were forced. You can't come in if you don't take this drink. Now, you think about that, somebody that ain't never been around these celebrities, that been praying their whole entire life to hang out around these celebrities, right? They gonna take the drink, man. And we gotta be honest. Like, we have to be real. Somebody that hasn't been around a celebrity that has been thriving, because it's a lot of people that look at these celebrities as if they're the god of life. Somebody that hasn't been around them, they're willing to go in there and take that drink just to get in the party. And we see now something has to been going on with these drinks. Something has to been having going on with these drinks, man. They had to be putting something in these drinks. Everybody's saying the same exact story. It has to be what it is. And I'm going to be honest. I really thought that maybe all these people were lying. Everybody's like on a money grab. But we heard this. This is not like something new to the world. We heard that they put something in your drink. They put you on tape. They have you do these crazy things. They might have a guy do something with you while you comatose and record it, then show you later and say, listen, we got you on tape. If you don't sign this contract, we're going to put the tape out there. Right? Now, I believe this stuff. I really believe it. I really believe it. Now, I'm not going to say, everybody that's in the music industry is gay. But I'm going to say a lot of them are. Because the people that were in charge of running the situation, they're gay. Ain't that crazy? The people that are in charge of putting you on, signing your deal, getting you to the major labels, they're gay. So, and we all know that people that have a certain kind of power, they want to manipulate you to do what they want you to do sexually, honestly, to put you in position. And you still might not get in position. They want to manipulate you, though, to get you to sign the deal, to make you think you're going to be something. If you don't be it, hey, so what? They got what they want out of you. They did all the sexual things to you, and they done with you. You think about it. Dudes like Diddy, they already rich. So now they're getting their sick fetishes off. They said Diddy used to have a camera set up in the room and he might be somewhere else. And he organizes his girl, the sex workers, to do whatever they doing. And he's watching from somewhere else. That's heavy. That's a different kind of sick. And this is your girl? Cassie was his girl. He was lining his girl up with the sex workers while he's somewhere else watching. Or they said he sat in the room butt naked with baby oil over his whole entire body, slippery, while she did something with somebody else. The fetishes that they got is on another level. And when you watch these things, you got to understand, you really don't know how somebody's thinking. You don't know what they into. You don't know what they like. But we know what they like now. We know what they into now. They got these sick fetishes. We all see this. It's been like really exposed to us. And we can't look at it no other way. We have to look at it for what it is. Now, we haven't seen any evidence against Jay, but I'm sure there has to be some kind of evidence. And I'm thinking, honestly, Jay might have been on them tapes with Diddy. Diddy had cameras across his whole entire house, set up everywhere. He was rich, so of course he had hidden cameras, spy cameras, all those type of different electronics throughout his house. And I'm really thinking Jay-Z had to be on these tapes. Jay had to be on these tapes. There's no other way for them to come out with the lawsuit and the allegations. Now, with the 13-year-old girl, I don't think there was a tape for that in 2000 unless Puff had tapes back from that long, which he might have. But he had to be on some type of tape for them to come forth with this lawsuit. And I don't think they're revealing everything right now so that they can have something to bring out later. You better know that. Them lawyers, they play those type of games, right? They'll reveal certain evidence to let you know what's going on, but they hold certain things to bring out later. And I think that's what's going to happen with Jay. We only hearing these allegations, but I'm thinking that they're going to come out with some stuff later that shows some type of proof, being as though that they amended his name inside that lawsuit. And they're slowly, letting the victims talk out about Diddy. We see that. There was a guy that I dropped the video on this morning. He spoke out on Diddy. And this is a male now saying that Diddy assaulted him. And from what the sounds of it is saying like he put his Peter Pecker in his butt. That's what it sounds like. He said he was hollering and, he was disoriented. He couldn't function. He took a second drink and he was lost. Said Diddy dragged him into the van. Man, these people wanted to be a part of the music industry so bad. The music industry looks real weak now, man. The industry don't even look how it used to look. We used to look at the music industry like you wanted to be an artist. You wanted to be a rapper, even if you couldn't rap. Even if you couldn't sing. That was still a thing in the mind to be a part of the music industry. You want to be an artist. You want to make music. But to think about, this has been going on since the 90s. They saying Diddy been doing this stuff since the 90s. They said this situation with the 13-year-old girl happened in 2000. So Diddy been doing this since the 90s. All those artists that were trying to get in position, I really think the ones that didn't get in position were the ones that didn't go for the BS. Or that didn't even get a shot. is because they didn't go for him trying to touch on them, him trying to sexualize them. And it was male and females. Both. Male and female, man. It's male and female that have lawsuits against Diddy. And they said male and female gonna have lawsuits against Jay. I couldn't even picture my mind, right? Jay going there, man. Like, damn. They saying allegedly Jay messing with boys and girls. I can't put it past nobody now, man. I really can't put it past nobody. And, you know, these dudes that's in the industry dressing like females that say that they not gay, I don't believe any of that. I'm going to be real honest with you. Any guy that's in the industry painting his nails, wearing dresses, lipstick, any of those female clothing, they're gay, man. They're gay. It's bottom line, man. Anybody that's dressing and acting like a female in the industry is gay. You were the target for the execs. You are the poster child for the execs. This is what they want. And I don't even think you had to be talented. It was to mold you to be a certain way for the industry. These people were molded, man. All of them. And you got to think about this, right? When you go to a new job, right? You go to the job trying to learn, trying to understand the job. You know, you got people walking you around the job, teaching you what you should do, what you shouldn't do. These same exact things happen to Puff, Jay, and Kanye as they got in the industry. Think about this, man. And I have to be real, and I got to be open about this, right? I have to be real and open. Jay, Puff, and Kanye came in the music industry not knowing anything about it. Somebody had to teach these guys what they know about the industry, man. Somebody had to mold these guys to what they know and to what they do inside the industry. And we already know whoever was molding them was on that sick type of time. And the way we look at them now, it's like we questioned. I'm going to be honest. We questioned a lot of these things that they say about the industry, about the artists. We questioned them. We wasn't sure. It's like maybe these things happen. We don't know. We're not in the industry. You know, they got Jaguar. She's been talking for a long time. And, you know, I believe some of the things she say, but I do not believe everything she says. I believe some of the things she say because she was around these people and she came in the industry the same way. I think at 13, 14 with somebody abusing her. So I believe some of the things she say, but damn, a lot of these things are coming out to be true. A lot of these things are being put right in front of us and they're showing the proof. Straight up. Once they showed Diddy with the Cassie video of him beating on her and he said, no, I would never do nothing like that, right? The way he looked at that time when he said he wouldn't do it, it made you think like maybe he wouldn't do nothing. But when the video came out and he apologized for doing what he did, when you look into his eyes, you can see something's going on there. Straight up. It's some sick rituals going on there. And, you know, Diddy been doing what he been doing for 30 years. Crazy. 20-something, 30-something. I know Bad Boy was hot in 96, 97. You know, 95. So, almost 30 years. And when I sit back and I was thinking yesterday, right? Was Biggie into this? Because Biggie made a line on his song, "You look so good, I suck on your daddy's dick." What type of man would say something like that in his album? So it's like, it's more and more people that was involved in all these sick things, man. And they just exposing them now. Now, these are all the people that we praised, we looked up to. We went to the concerts. We bought show tickets, right? Albums. Because these people pushed these people in front of us and made us look at these people as if they were the elite, right? And now all these sick things is coming out about these people, and we can't look at them the same. It's impossible to look at any of them the same, man. That cockiness, that arrogance that they had, it's not holding the same weight, man. We have no choice but to look at these people for the sick things that have been put in front of us. We have no choice but to see it for what it is. If you ever question these things about these people, how can you question them now? Literally. Now, I don't believe everything. And I'm going to be honest. I don't believe everything. But I believe a lot of these things, man. We out here chasing financial freedom. They already got it. What are they chasing? Think about this, man. A lot of things are illusion. So they already achieved what we wake up and push for every single day. And my opinion is now, after they achieve that, their mind goes to, what can I make people do, being as though that I have the power? Now, this is just my opinion now. But I think that once they accomplished their financial goals, now it's, what can I do to make other people do what I want them to do? What can I use? What angle can I go at to make other people do what I want them to do? And I guess this is the angle they go at. From what we see, with all these allegations, all these rituals, this is what they do. They're using you wanting to be on to their advantage. You want to get rich? You want to be a part of this club? This is what you got to do. And if you don't do it, you won't be nothing. Nobody will ever know you. You won't have any success. You'll be a nobody. And it leads these guys to just saying, okay, I don't want to go back to the street. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to tell you, once they do these things, it comes in their mind that they have to do the same thing to somebody else to sustain their success. Now, this is my opinion, but this is what it looks like on the outside looking in. This is what it looks like. That these people feel, I have to do the same exact thing that was done to me in order to sustain my success. And if I don't do it, then I won't be successful. If I don't do it, then I'm going to be looked at like I don't know what to do. I don't know how to handle these situations. But the thing is, why is we only seeing these people when it's more people in the back doing it? Why do we only get the information from these people or about these people, but the people in the back they don't say nothing about them. And I really think at this point, there's no coming back for any of them. They'll never be looked at the same. And they thought that they were at the top. Literally. Y'all seen the Drink Champs interview with Kanye West? Y'all seen it? Kanye was on there talking cocky. Listen, first black billionaire, right? He started talking about the Jews. He just started going crazy because he felt, being as though that he had the connections and he had the money, that he had a power, but he really didn't. And what did these people do? They pushed Kanye in the corner. Yeah, Kanye's still rich. Yeah, Kanye's still Kanye, right? But he don't have that same cockiness. They pushed him in the corner. We don't really hear from him the same. But now that he has this lawsuit, he's back in the media. Now that he has these allegations, he's back in the media. And, you know, they got people 14 and 17 making these allegations. These is people that he employed. It don't look good for him. You know, when you rich and then you in these situations, the lawyers got to fight for you, right? The judge, he not rich. He don't care. And they're making decisions off of emotions. Yes, they use the law to a certain extent, but they're making decisions off of their emotions. And it don't look good for none of these guys, man. I'm going to be real. At this time right here, with this kind of heat, underage allegations, Kanye having these allegations of the people saying that the workspace was toxic, he was disrespectful, he was watching porn in front of him. And they have text messages, right, between Kanye and the workers. They got text messages too. And, you know, the text messages are going to come out. Like I said, this is another ace in the hole that they keep in the back. They don't show you, but they tell you, because it said that they had messages between them. But they're going to bring them out later. They done crushed these dudes, man. I'm going to be honest with you, man. They done crushed them. We can't never look at Kanye the same, man. We can never look at Jay the same. And Diddy, he just doesn't understand that he's not coming home yet. I'm going to be real blatant and honest. Diddy doesn't understand that he's not coming home yet, man. I don't think Diddy has a shot to beat this. You feel what I'm saying? What y'all think? Y'all think Diddy got a shot to beat it? I don't think Diddy has a shot to beat it at all. Being as though that is so many people, and you know, they only need 2 people, 2 witnesses to go against you. They got multiple witnesses saying Diddy put something in the drink, man. Which is the ultimate. And listen, I want to say this too. Y'all remember, Rick Ross said I put Molly in the bitch's drink. Y'all remember that, right? Ricky Rose. He said I put Molly all in her drink. Y'all better know that's there, sitting, hanging over Rose's head, because eventually they're gonna get tired of Rose, man. I'm sitting here telling you, I'm seeing the game, I'm watching it, and I'm the outside looking in. Rose put out a track and said I put Molly all in her drink. They tried to cancel him, right? But he has some important deals with Reebok and some other people. Everybody didn't cancel him. Some people canceled him, but not everybody, right? But I guarantee you, it's going to be somebody that comes out that files a lawsuit, and they're going to use Rick Ross's "I put Molly all in her drink" against him. Y'all better pay attention to the game, man. This is the game. They put the information out there. We hear it. It got exposed to the people, right? And when they go ahead and file a suit against him or want to charge him, then they going to use it against him. Well, you said you put Molly all in the drink. And Ross says he's the biggest. This is how Rose talks. I'm the biggest boss. This is how Rose talk now. But that CD that he made when he said, "I put Molly all in your drink," that ain't going nowhere. That's locked and loaded. That is signed and sealed. And they're going to go back and use it against him. Trust me. I'm saying this now because I know that's what's going to happen. We look at these people like they bigger than they are, man. They're puppets. I definitely understand that now. They have agendas. You know, when that Molly era came out, Rose was screaming it heavy. You hear me? Rose was screaming it heavy because that was his objective for whoever created the Molly, was for Rose to push it to us. You hear me? That was for Ross to push it to us, to make sure that we get on Molly out here. And it worked. It was a lot of people strung out on that Molly when it came out. Niggas didn't even know what it is. Niggas was taking it. Didn't even know what it is. But these are the agendas that they use these dudes to push to us, man. And we don't even understand it. They have new agendas now that they pushing to us, and we just don't understand it. We think it's just the music. It's the game. They continue to use what they know we like to push the negative stuff to us because it's going to make it easier for us to grab it. They push Diddy on us. They push Jay on us. They push Kanye on us. Now, after they done fulfilled the agenda, they got rid of them. They're no use no more because they started getting cocky because they were financially up. You heard Diddy talking about, "I'm richer than them white folks." Y'all remember that song Diddy got on? He said, "I'm richer than them white folks." You think they like that? Knowing that they got dirt on you too? Knowing that they put you in the position they put you in? Hell no. Now, they made it their business to expose you, to let you know this is what we do when we want to do it. You don't have the ability to do that. We allowed you to do that. Y'all pay attention to that game, man. Really though, pay attention to that game, man. And the industry is definitely showing us. The industry is showing us to our face that the guys that we put in position to make y'all feel that they were superior to the world, nah. They worked for us and their mission is complete. Pay attention to this shit, man. It's the game. Yeah. I want y'all to pay attention to it, man. And, you know, the people that are turning against them, right, are the people that was a part of their crew that they allegedly abused. The people that was a part of their daily rituals. Now, these are the same people that are going against them. And it's so many people. It's hundreds of people going against these dudes, man. Diddy was supposedly the mogul, the one who controlled everything. Jay too. Now, I want to know. I want y'all to know that they said Jay was the same person that'll shut your music down, right? Jay was the same person that if he didn't want you to get no play on the radio, you wouldn't get no play. Now, these are the position that they took by thinking they had a certain level of power that they really didn't have. You feel me? They were placed in those positions. They let Diddy think that they had a certain level of power. They let them think that, right? And we thought that. But now we see they don't. Now we see that they really not what we thought they were. And it's 2024. We coming to the end of this year now. And the people that were heavy in the game look little. Pay attention to that shit, man. The people that literally looked heavy in the game, they look little now, man. They don't look big as they used to. Real stuff. They still got that paper, but their voice don't hold the same weight. Once they tarnish your character, your legacy, your voice don't hold the same weight at all. And that's real. Straight up. We heard what Jay said. We heard his response. And it gave us a doubt and a question on the situation. But really though, now we looking at it funny. Yo, what's happening, fam? What's going on? Chad Diggy was good. Yeah. We paying attention to these artists as if there's something, but they're not. Whenever these people get tired of whatever agenda they pushed on us, it's over. And I tell you, like I said, Ricky Rose, they're going to get Rose. Rose said, I put Molly all in your drink. They just ain't tired of him yet. He still got some work to do for them. You feel me? Mark my word. All of them. Yo Gotti, they going to get him. Murder for hire. I'm trying to tell you, all these execs at the top level, they're going to get him, man. They got agendas right now. And when the agenda's up, that's when they get exposed to us. And we wondering, what happened? How did they come out with this? Well, I didn't know. Or well, people were saying this, but, oh, man, for real, this is what they do when they done with them. Every single time. And I guarantee you Rose gonna be on the chopping block soon. All that cocky talk, they got skeletons in their closet. They got rituals that they gotta follow. Somebody told Rose to add that line in his drink. I put Molly all in your drink. Somebody informed Rose to drop that line in his album. And that's what he did. And you know what happened? He almost got canceled, but he had some relationships and some duties to fill, so they didn't cancel him. They pushed him on through. They didn't want Rose yet. But I guarantee you, they gonna get him. Because if we watching them go at Jay-Z, Kanye, Diddy, what makes Ross exempt? He the one said, I put Molly all in your drink. You hear me? How many people you know can tell you they doing a sex crime on a tape now? You hear me? They can drop an album and tell you that they're doing a sex crime and nothing happens to them. Pay attention, man. His time isn't there yet. Diddy was talking crazy. I got more than them white folks. You remember that song he dropped that? Man, I'm richer than them white folks. Now the white folks is the one that put Diddy in position. The white folks is the one who put Diddy on. You think that they took that lightly? But I'm going to tell you, those execs got a different way of responding. They not talking. They just going to destroy your entire life. You hear me? Those execs at that level in the music industry, they not doing no back and forth arguing with you. They going to expose you because they already know what you are and what you into because they taught you to be involved in this, right? Now they going to put you out there and expose you as of this is what you are. When the whole time, that's what's going on over there. But it's your turn to fall. I hope y'all paying attention to that, man. These celebrities are puppets, man. They put in front of us because they got a job to do. They put in front of us to push a certain agenda to us. But when they buck against the system, when they rebel against the masters, as that's what we gonna say, the masters, this is what happens. You hear me? E-Deck, you said hip hop became about two people, Diddy and Jay-Z. That was never the goal. Hey, listen, I agree. They put these two people at the face, and now they about to destroy them. And it was plenty of artists that were nice in the game. It's plenty of people that should have been in a better position, and they allowed Jay and Puff to control the decision making because they already knew they had them in the chokehold. Are y'all paying attention to that? They allowed Jay and Puff to control the music industry, to tell who can get on and who can't get on, because they already had them in the chokehold. They already had things against them that they can drop on them anytime they want. And now they dropping all these information and all this negative stuff about them. Now we looking at them like they sick. But these are the people that controlled the entry of that game for so long. Jay and Puff. They controlled it. Anybody in the music industry, they all said it. When they on Drink Champs, Jay and Puff. When they speak of Jay and Puff, it's like speaking of God. Straight up. They watch how they mention them. And it's certain people in that industry to this day that watch how they mention Jay and Puff. Straight up. And we all see it. It's certain people right now in the industry that are delicate when they speak about Jay and Puff. Even though Puff is locked up. Puff is locked up with no bail. And I don't think Puff is ever going to get out with all these allegations. This is my opinion now. But people still treat Puff's name delicately because they think if he gets out, he going to go back to being Puff and hold it on you. You hear me? They allowed Jay and Puff to control the industry, and music would have probably been a lot bigger. We would have had a lot more people in position. But they allowed these two people to run the game. Tell you if you can do this, if you can't. And that's where the game got messed up with them. You know, it got to their head. And I think, honestly, it would have got to anybody's head to have that much power in the industry that people beg and they do anything to get into. And there's been a lot of people that indulged in these sick activities and they still didn't get on. And I'm telling you, that's a percentage of these people that are coming forward. And I'm going to be honest, for real. The percentage of the people that's coming forward are people that expected to get on from doing these sick rituals that was lined up for them by Puff, Jay, allegedly, whoever else. And when they indulged in these activities and they didn't go nowhere, they held grudges. That's Jaguar. Now Jaguar is getting her shine now, but she was one of the people that expected to get on from doing this sick stuff. Whatever they wanted her to do. She thought that it was going to get her on. It didn't put her in position, and she's been bitter for decades. You hear me? So I'm not saying that Puff and them ain't do none of this sick stuff, which I think they've done a lot of it, right? But the people that I feel that's coming forward were people that was expected to get in position from these encounters. And it might be some people that they took advantage of too. I can't say that. I can't take that away from the victims. It might be some people in that situation too, right? But they had expectancy to be put on. They were willing to do certain things to get on. And Puff, he was just thinking about getting his sick stuff off. I'm going to be real with that, man. That's all Puff was thinking about. He didn't have no intentions on putting certain people on, because if he couldn't control you, if he couldn't give you pennies on a dollar and make dollars on a dollar, you wasn't getting on with Puff. And we all know that from Mace, G-Dep, all of them. Mace even told you, I'm the only one that was allowed to talk about what's in these contracts because I didn't never sign it. I didn't need the money. So it hindered Mace's career. Mace didn't go with the program. Same thing with Beanie Siegel. It's no way that Beanie Siegel wasn't supposed to be a top A celebrity. But Beanie Siegel was too street. I don't think they could get Beanie to do the sick stuff. That's my personal opinion. You know, I rock with Siegel. But listen, I was listening to Siegel since the 90s. Beanie Siegel, fire. It's no way Siegel shouldn't have been at the top. But they said Jay wasn't pushing his music like that. Crazy. You said in the golden age of hip hop and R&B, especially around 1992, had so many talented artists who didn't go platinum, but they were great. Ain't that something? It was so many talented artists in the 90s. I agree. I was listening in the 90s. And it's like they would have hits, but then fall off. And we already know what that came from. It came from the contracts they was in. It came from the greed of people that was trying to put them on, but wasn't putting them on. They wanted to get way more than the artist and make the artist be in debt and struggle. That's the game. You said music has to go back to being about improving life, not about wicked lifestyle. Hey, man, I agree, man. Shout out to that, bro. Shout out to that, bro. I totally agree, man. Because the way that these artists are coming now, it's just straight self-destruct. There's no substance in the music. It's straight self-destruct. That's it. Come on. But that's being pushed through the hires up. And I really think it's an easier way to get the people out of here. They couldn't get Puff and Jay out of here by letting them self-destruct in the music, right? Now they getting them out of there because they introduced them to these sick rituals, to these sick decision-making processes to get you involved in the music industry. But they couldn't get rid of them how they getting rid of these jokers now. And honestly, I really wish the music would go back to the music with the substance, where we can really listen to it, the storytelling. They don't have the storytelling no more, man. It's just straight, I'ma shoot you. I'ma shoot you in the head. I mean, that was in the music before too, but this is all it's about. Your ops. I'm coming for my ops. My ops on the other side of town. And they're going beyond the music. Now you want to send somebody on the other side of town to really kill somebody, to show these people that you really about your work until you go to jail. So I really think that it's messed up. And I think it's going to be hard to go back because the people that were in position, they tainted the music. If you had music that was better than theirs, they didn't want to put it out. Because it was plenty of people that was better than Jay that should have been out there. Siegel was fire. Beanie Siegel was fire. I remember the truth. I remember 1,000 bars. But they said Jay was pushing Beanie's music back because Siegel was fire. He didn't want Siegel to be over top of him. And that's that crabs in the basket, man. Straight up. That's all. Crabs in the basket. Your truth, SB, cuts right through the BS. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate you watching the channel. You know what I'm saying? I hope you subscribe. I hope everybody that's watching subscribe. You know we growing on our way to 4,000. But the industry has been misleading us for a long time. We look at the music industry a certain way, and we looked at it as if you had a certain kind of talent that you can get in the industry. And it wasn't about talent at all. And I see this. The talented people, their talent got pushed to the side if they got into the industry because they wanted to form you to have the music a certain way. Ain't that something? The talented people really didn't get to display their talent unless they were doing like a freestyle. You might hear some people on a freestyle and be like, yo, this person's fire. But then they come out with a song with the agenda in the song, and you're like, well, damn, it was all right. But it was an agenda in the song that they had to deliver through Puff, through Jay, and through the execs at the higher level. They used Jay and Puff until they was done with them. And that's real. They used Jay and Puff until they was done with them, man. And now we see they ain't hold the weight they thought they did. They didn't. Just because they got the money that was printed now. This is money that's printed. They print this money up. They make it every day. They dish it out. They give billions to Ukraine and all that stuff, right? And they make us work for it, right? Now we see these people that were put in position that look as if they have all the money. Now they tearing them down. Crazy. They tearing them down. Puff doesn't even understand, literally, that he ain't coming home yet. He doesn't understand that he's looking at a life bit. Might get a plea to 2025. And if he does not take the plea, they're going to roof him. This is real rap. I don't know if y'all understand the game or not, but if Puff don't take the plea, they're going to roof him. The agenda has been fulfilled. He got all the people he got involved in the sickness, the rituals to get in the industry. It's up. It's over for him. Now they done brought Jay-Z into it. Kanye's being sued. And I'm sure, once these lawsuits go public and everybody's viewing them and they out there, they just pile more stuff on them. That's it. It be more stuff that they bring on them about these allegations from here, allegations from there, minors. When they said minors and then they added Jay into it, I had to look at the situation differently. Like, come on, man. And they said it was 24 years ago. But you got to understand, what's done in the dark will come out in the light. You can hope and wish that certain things don't come out, nobody finds out, but man, I'm going to tell you, it'll come out. I heard and I was listening, the Jaguar saying Jay-Z was next. I'm like, she might just be talking, right? But she on fire right now. So anything she say, they listening to it. She done went on Piers Morgan. She done been on all these big platforms now, right? These people are bringing her on so that they can talk about Puff and Jay. She said she had an experience where Jay put the strap to her head. Like, come on. Those big networks want to hear that. They on a mission right now. And it's like we kind of believe it. Damn. God damn. I don't want to believe it. But damn. Why are they putting these kind of accusations on the two people that was supposed to be running the music industry? How did the accusations get put on these two people? They must have did it, allegedly. Damn. Yeah. And Kanye, he was doing this thing for a while. He got up to a Billy, as he would say, and he challenged these people, right? And now they couldn't get him right out of there, but now they bringing these kind of allegations against him. So maybe he did these things. Maybe he didn't. But these are the accusations that's being put against him. Top dogs now. Got Jay, Diddy, and Kanye. They top dogs, man. They top dogs. When you say those names, you think of music, the industry. That's it. Now they're associating them with these kind of allegations. So our mind is automatically going to go to, these are the sick rituals that's going on in the industry. We can't take our mind away from that. It's no way we can look at it any other way. For real. It's no way. We got to look at it for what it is. If everybody's saying that they put you on tape, they make you do sick stuff, they got men messing with men for you to get in the music industry, and this is what everybody's saying that are making these allegations, it's like, man, if it ain't true, well, what the hell, where is this coming from? If it's not true, where is this coming from? And they got tapes. And I sit there and think about it, right? Diddy didn't even try to get rid of the evidence. He knew he was under investigation for a year. He didn't try to get rid of anything. He kept 1,000 bottles of baby oil. He kept the guns in the house with obliterated serial numbers. So that makes me think, right? He really thought he was untouchable. He's never been to jail, so he doesn't understand the process. When the feds raid your house, they are raiding your house. They're not just looking for people. They're looking for electronics, material things, evidence. And I guess he didn't understand that, because the feds raided his house and recovered 1,000 bottles of baby oil, computer data, videos, guns. So he thought they wasn't coming. Honestly, Diddy thought that the police wasn't coming to his house. He thought that they wasn't worried about him, as if he thought. It had to be. This is what I think. Because if you know that the feds is watching you, investigating you, and you've been talked about in the news, why are you going to leave all this stuff in your house? Unless you feel that you can't be touched. Unless you've been doing this for so long and you've been protected by the system, you felt that the system wasn't going to turn on you. And we got to say, Diddy was wrong. You hear me? We have to say Diddy was wrong. The feds swooped in and let Diddy know, we the big dogs. Everything you was doing was allowed. Whoever allowed him to operate in the manner he did, they let him know it's over. Now you will be exposed. We're going to expose your buddy. We're going to expose other people. But they still got names of certain people that they don't want to let out there. Right? But we see Jay-Z and Diddy, the face of music, the face of hip hop, the face. It's so many people said, man, listen, you're not getting on without Jay or Puff. You're not getting on. If they don't want your record to be played, that's it for you. Puff got Wendy Williams canceled from a radio station because she told the world he was gay. You hear me? And he still hasn't admitted that he was gay. But at this point right now, the world knows Puff is gay. Straight up. Ain't no way. It's people that was next to him saying about his fruity activities, right? And if he wants to be gay, it's cool. It's okay. But why do you got to push those rituals on people that want to come up in the music industry? Because this was learned behavior. This behavior was learned for Puff. He learned this behavior from people above him. You feel what I'm saying? And all he did was torture people under him. Mess people up. I can say, allegedly, I think he messed Mary J. Blige up. Mary J. Blige is fire. But I'm sure Puff had her doing all kinds of sick stuff, man. Because she wanted to stay on. And he had the ability to shut her lights off. Even though Mary is fire. But these dudes, Jay and Puff, had the ability to cut your lights off. If we don't want your music played, it won't get played. If we don't want it on the radio, it won't get played. All we got to do is make a phone call. And you won't get no airplay. Y'all pay attention to that, man? This is the game. We look at these dudes like they run the game. They in position. Nah, they were just put in position. They had an agenda to deliver to us. After the agenda was delivered, now you get cocky if you want. We're going to get rid of you. This is the game. And I hope y'all paying attention to that, man. I really hope y'all paying attention to that, man. The world looked at Puff, Jay, like they were on top. But the world didn't understand that there is no top, man. There is no top to life. Anybody that is at a high level is subjected to be destroyed. It's the game of our life. There is no top. Once you make it to that level, you either get with the program and hope you survive through it, which is these rituals that they do. That's the program. You have to get with that program. If you do get with the program, you got to understand that you're on borrowed time. It's like, really though, it's like being part of the mob, right? You know you're going to destruct. You got to go with this program. You got to do everything we do, but you know you're going to destruct. You're not going to last through this. It's impossible. It's too much going on. But they were a certain kind of sick mob. And I'm going to be honest. They were a sick type of mob that had people doing sick things to sustain a level of being in the music industry. It's crazy. But it's out there now. It's well known. It's documented. In order for you to make it in the industry, you had to be a part of the program. If you weren't a part of the program, you see everybody that wasn't a part of the program or they didn't follow protocol, even if they indulged in the program, they were nothing afterwards. Their music went flat. Their music was never the same. They had that hit that you might listen to for a while, but that's it. They got certain kind of rituals, man, that destroys people, but it makes them feel like you're gonna be up. Y'all catch that, right? They have certain kind of rituals that destroy a person totally, but it make the people feel like I'm gonna get on if I do this. If I go hang out with this person, if I go to this party, I'm gonna be on. We heard about all the people saying they go to the party. Oh, I didn't see that at this party. It was the after party. And in order for you to get in the after party, you had to take a drink at the door. Come on, man. That's ill. In order for you to get in the after party, you had to take a drink at the door. And if you didn't take the drink, they didn't let you in. So you had to consume what they said was GHB or whatever they was putting in the drink. You had to consume this allegedly to get in the party. And that's sick, man. Forcing people to be out of their misery so you can take advantage of them inside of your party is crazy work. It's crazy, man. I'm not even gonna lie. For you to force somebody to take a drink, period, is crazy. I would have never went in the party, man. And this lets you know how easily influenced we are as people to be a part of something that really doesn't really mean nothing. It's about some money that really is not going to take you where you want if you don't continue to do these sick things. So these people were going into these parties, taking these drinks, hoping to be something that they would never become. Damn, pay attention to that. God damn. That was G right there. These people were going into these parties thinking that they were going to be something for going and indulging in these things that they would never become. So, yes, these people is bitter. They upset. Think about that. It's guys that was going in these parties, indulging in these sick behaviors, right? And Diddy still didn't put them on. Damn. That's deep. That's deep, man. But we all see, man, it's a sick game. And the game has been exposed to us for what it is, man. No cap, man. It's like they can't even take this back. There's no way we can look at the industry different. It's like I don't even listen to music the same no more. There's certain music that I like. I listen to it, you know. I don't even listen to music how I used to. It's like they all sick. I start thinking about sick stuff that they done. Like, come on, what they did. They done something sick. This is what the industry has put in front of us. These people, they ran the music industry for years, man. Jay and Puff ran the music industry for years. And now we see it ain't what they say it is, man. They not who they say they are. And we got to take it for face value, man. Literally. We have to take this for face value, man. They pushed so hard to expose Puff, and they did a damn good job at it. Because they pushed this to the people, and the public has already formed their opinion on this situation, man. The public has formed their opinion, man. I don't think there's no way that we can look at it any different. Straight up. Because we all knew, we all heard that it was some sick things you had to do to be a part of the music industry. Everybody. We all heard this now, right? But now we know it's true. Straight up. Even with the Hollywood. It's like we see now. You have to be sick to be in entertainment. You have to be taken advantage of to get to these levels. And our execs here, Diddy and Jay, they just got along with the behavior they learned. This was taught behavior. They was taught, they were groomed, you know? And I really think, you know, Diddy was the face of it, you know, in my mind, you know, allegedly. If Jay indulged as well, he was just real cautious because you heard things, but you ain't hear things like you heard about Diddy. The way you heard about Diddy was as if he got everybody on tape, and it came out that he does have everybody on tape, but they picking and choosing who they want to show on these tapes, man. And that there is something that I think they shouldn't be doing. I don't think they should be picking and choosing. I think everybody that's on the tape should be showed. Expose it all, man. Stop trying to give us a part of it. We understand that the industry is sick. These dudes are performing sick acts. Now they saying minors, boys and girls. Like, come on, man. Come on. Crazy. And we looked up to these people, man. The face, the industry. You told you can't get on without them. If they don't want your music played, you not getting no airplay. And now they telling us all the sick stuff they was into. All the sick stuff that they alleged they did. Their legacies are tarnished. They can't get that back. I don't care who say what. They can't get that back, man. And I was sitting there thinking, like, why was a 13-year-old at the party anyway? 13? And this is supposed to be the after party and nobody in the house? 13? Come on, man. That kind of gets me there. Like, why nobody in the house said nothing about a 13-year-old running around? And then she said she ran out the house, grabbed her clothes naked, put her clothes on outside. So that sounds kind of funny. But damn, it's too many people saying the same thing. It's like, I don't want to believe, but it's leaving me no choice but to leave room to believe. And the game, man, the game is crazy. The game is crazy, man. Real rap, man. The icons supposedly of the music industry, they don't look like icons no more, man. It don't look the same for them, man. And, you know, it's been revealed. Cat's out the bag. And they all have a due process. You know, I hope that Diddy gets a fair due process, which honestly he can, because the public has already presumed guilt. Any jury that you get up there against Diddy gonna say guilty, man. There's no way, especially with all the witnesses saying what they're saying, there's no way that he can get a jury that's gonna be fair, because the people have been tainted. If you don't look at Diddy as a sick joker at this point in time, I don't know where you're looking at. Straight up. But I do say he still deserves a fair due process, man. Which he can't get, but, you know, social media took over and it's impossible for you to get a fair due process, man. But do y'all think they're going to charge Jay criminally? That's where I'm at with it. Do y'all think they're going to charge Jay-Z criminally? because we know they took time, presented lawsuits against Puff before they charged him criminally. In this situation, it's definitely a possibility for Jay to get a criminal charge, man. Jay's probably out the country, and I think his best bet is to do the Russell Simmons move and never come back here. Stay where you at. Because if you come back here, I guarantee you they're going to probably charge you. And you see what they doing to these A celebrities that got money and private jets. They're giving you no bail and they're taking your passport. They want to make sure that you face the consequences here in the United States. And when the people turn against you in the United States, the people turn against you. When the people are with you, they with you. As we seen in Young Thug's situation. The people was with him. He made out. But I don't see nobody riding with Diddy and Jay. I see people saying that maybe Jay, we don't know if he did it and we need to see the evidence, and I'm not going to say he did it. I see those type of things with Jay. With Diddy, all I see is he did it. Straight up. With Jay, it's skeptical. It's on the fence because we have this one allegation and this one lawsuit. But as more things come out, right? And I'm going to be real. As more things come out, that's when the public is going to form their real opinion. The lawsuit came. This is the initial. And I'm sure this lawyer, Tony Busby, is being well calculated of how he comes at Jay-Z because Jay-Z filed the lawsuit against him. Right? I am sure that he's going to be well fucking calculated to make sure he presents this case the right way because Jay's on his ass. But damn, we gonna see. Us as the people, we gonna sit back and see. And the public has already found Diddy guilty. They on the fence with Jay now. They got Kanye in the back going through something. And his situation isn't as severe as Diddy and Jay, right? Because they ain't say he penetrated nothing. They said he put sex tapes, or his girl put sex tapes on about his porn app that he was about to create. And the hostile work environments, sexual harassment. You already know if you're an employee, right? You can't be trying to hump on your workers. Because when they get fired, it's just like going to HR. Going to HR on them. Same exact thing. When somebody gets fired from a job and they feel that they were fired wrongfully, they call HR and say everything bad about the job. Right? Why would you not think if you tried to hump one of your employees, they wouldn't file a lawsuit on you and say you sexually harassed them? Come on, people. Pay attention, man. Why wouldn't you think that one of your employees wouldn't holler that you sexually harassed them? They lost their job. And Kanye was supposed to pay $120,000 to these people. Come on. You have to expect these things. We paying attention though. I hope y'all are. For real. The game has changed in the music industry. All that thinking that you got the power because you got the money, they knocking them off. The artists don't even look how they used to look to us, man. And we have to be real. We used to look at these artists as they were special. They don't look special no more. And if you still do think they look special, you tripping. Because they do not look special. They just look like targets. Straight up. They look like junkies and they look like targets. And I'm going to be real. This is what the music industry looks like. Targets and junkies. You understand where I'm coming from with that? We looked up to these dudes. They hold a certain type of value in the public's eyes. Now they don't have that value. Yeah, they still rich. But these sick allegations done torn their legacy, torn their image, that made them look as who they are to us. When they were hiding behind these masks, they all got masks on. When they come to the TV and they make statements, they got a mask on. It's a mask. Now they done pulled off the mask and let us see who these people really are. They like underage people. They want to control you in the music industry. If you don't do what they say, you're not getting nowhere. If you don't do these rituals, you're definitely not even going to put an album, a single, or nothing out. And they're going to hold everything against you to make you do what they want you to do. It's been exposed. Fuck saying that they just talking about it. They talked about it for years, right? For years, we heard the talk. Now they showing us. They showing us that Puff and Jay are not who they say they are. They were puppets that had agendas to fulfill, and their time is up. That's it. Their time has ran its course. We paid attention to them. We listened to them. We bought the albums. We went to the shows. Now they got these allegations that they destroyed how we look at them. They wanted us now because they needed us. We the people supporting these people is what uplifts them, right? They got us to stand behind these people and push them all the way to the top. Which it ain't no top, to the top of the ladder. I'm going to say that, right? And then they kicked the ladder from up under them. They was holding the ladder the whole time on the way up while we was pushing them up, bigging them up, going to the shows, buying the album, streaming, whatever we doing to support these people. But once they got to the top of the ladder and they was done with the agenda of them telling us put Molly in the drink and all that, now they exposed everything. Done with them. And that's why I keep telling y'all, they gonna get Rick Ross too. I'm sitting here telling you, they are gonna get Rick Ross too. He's big. His money is up. He had an agenda. And the agenda was to push what he pushed to us. Drugs, how to use them, how to put them in a date rape drug. That's the things he pushed to us, right? And when the industry is done with them, now they want to talk bad about them. Now they want everybody in society to look at them as the scum of the earth. Think about that shit, man. Think about that shit right there, man. I really want y'all to think about that shit, man. They had us looking at them as the best, right? Now we got to look at them as the worst. And Rick Ross always be talking shit. He always be cocky. He always want to flaunt his wealth, right? I'm the biggest. You better know his baby mom can't wait. She's sitting back. Tia, she can't wait. Because she already know. She know the sick stuff he was into. She understands. She been around those industry guys. And she understands the rituals and the things that they have to do to sustain their position. And that's big facts. She understands it. But we all know that when certain people speak out on certain things, they get no recognition. They only get the recognition when it's time to end these dudes' career. I really hope y'all paying attention to that. They only get the recognition when it's time to end their career. When the career is over, they get a lot of recognition. Trust me. Because now the people that want to expose the agenda that they was into are helping pushing them to the front. Y'all see why they pushing Jaguar to the front. Jaguar is at the front right now. When she couldn't get on all those years, she came in as a teenager, did all the rituals that they wanted her to do, and her music didn't go nowhere. Signed to a label, all that. It didn't go nowhere. But now, right, we see what it is. Let's be real. Now we see what it is. They didn't go ahead and push Jaguar to the front. Jaguar has made it on major platforms, right? She talked about Jay-Z on a major platform. Jay-Z's lawyer sent the cease and desist letter. They took it down. Straight up. Straight up, right? But they done pushed Jag to the front of the game because they done with the people that was holding the title. They done with Jay and Diddy. And I hope people that are watching this stuff understands that you don't own anything. In America, in life, in a human existence, you do not own anything. Everything you think you own, you rent. They just got different terminologies to make you look at it different ways to create an illusion for you. It's different ways. They got this shit mapped out, man. We don't understand it. They understand the development of our brain. So they know how to manipulate it, right? You don't own anything. So Jay and Puff think because they got these houses and they got this bank account that they own something. You got these businesses, you don't own nothing because they can strip that shit instantly. When they want to find a technicality to strip you, they come up with it every time. And that's why the RICO was created. Pay attention now. That's why the RICO was created. For that simple point there. To make sure we have a way to strip you of everything. We have a way to take everything you own. And you know, there's people out here working, busting their butt every day. And they think because they buy certain things or they get certain things that they really own it. Oh, this is mine. This is mine. I own it. But when them people come and take your shit, you can't tell them you own it, right? So you really don't own it. Let's be real. They made Puff and Jay feel like they owned the position that they had. You own the music industry. You own whatever comes through this to us. And now they literally see, nigga, you don't own nothing, nigga. You still a nigga. Pay attention, man. You still a nigga, man. You don't own nothing. Everything we let you get, you rent it from us. When we tired of you being a renter, we're going to evict you. I want y'all to pay attention to that shit, man. That's real rap. That's real rap right there. When we get tired of you, nigga, we going to evict you. Straight up. You still a nigga. Pay attention to the game, man. A lot of us don't pay attention to it, man. We get caught up in, you know, the music and what they say, and we really believe in certain shit. Nah. Nigga, you renting that position, nigga. That's it. And you did what you had to do to be able to rent this position. If you didn't do what you had to do, you couldn't rent it. They letting us see it though, man. They putting it right in front of us. But it's a lot of people that don't want to believe it, don't understand it, act like they don't want to hear it. But it's right in front of us, man. These dudes is puppets. Straight up. And They allowed these puppets to operate for years. They allowed these puppets to portray these images and this cockiness in front of us, the people on the lower level of life. But they can bring you back down here. You hear me? Jay said never going to jail again. He ain't think he was going to be on the hook for this. He ain't think it was going to be a situation where he's involved in Puffy's lawsuit. And I'm sure when the lawsuit first got filed on Puff, his mind went like, oh, man, I hope I ain't a part of that. Oh, man, because he was hanging out with Puff. Straight up. I'm sure he got his own mind, but I'm sure he done some sick stuff. So I'm sure when them lawsuits first dropped, he like, man, I hope I ain't none of that. I hope I ain't a part of that. And then boom. Lawsuit came out. His name was amended in it. Put Jay in it. Let's wrap him up in this, man. We got something on him. Because they done with Jay. Jay did all he can do. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Jay did all he could do. They done with him. And it's crazy though. He just did an interview with Gayle King. Puffy just got the keys to the city last year. Soon as Kanye went on Drink Champs talking cocky, boom. Pay attention to that, man. They built these relationships with these bigger people, but then got cocky to them. And they destroyed them. And they wasn't telling them that. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Niggas get in position thinking that because I made it to this level, I'm untouchable. And we even heard right before they even grabbed Puff, he was going on places like Earn Your Leisure and different places talking about how he wanted to help the people, how he was with the Democrats, how he was doing certain things, and how he knew these people were after him. But that couldn't stop it though. Because they were done with Puff, man. It couldn't stop it. And I'm going to tell you that real rap. They already had it out for him when he challenged them people. And it was on a mission. Now they got Jay-Z on the list. These are the top of the hip hop, man. Hip hop look weak right now, man. I'm going to be honest. Hip hop looks so weak right now. It don't look like hip hop, man. It just look like a freak fest. Straight up. It looks like a freak fest. They said Diddy had freak off. Hip hop looked like a straight freak fest, man. I want to be honest. I mean, y'all can tell me though, how y'all feel about the hip hop industry, man? After we seen everything coming out about Diddy, now they included Jay. They talking about Kanye got a lawsuit of him doing some freaky stuff on the porn site he was trying to make in front of his employees. What y'all think about it? Because Kanye should have known any of those employees that you tried to holler at, once you fired them, now they're going to say you sexually harassed them. When you have a position of power, as in you are the boss of the job, that's a position of power. You can't be trying to hump on the people under you. Because you have the ability and it's easier to do, you got to tell yourself no. And if the people say no, what you think they mean? They got something over your head now. You tried to crack on me. Pay attention to the game. Now, these are the things that, Kanye wasn't thinking about because he cocky in his position. Hundreds of millions. These dudes got hundreds of millions. And, they got in our mind as the human body that the more money you got, the more untouchable you are. This is what they presented to the human mind. And it's a goddamn lie. Straight up. The more money you got, the more of a target you are. I'm going to tell you that straight right now. The more money you got, the more of a target you are. You're able to do more, yes, but you're a target. And we see these guys with the money only want to do sick things, man. That's the crazy thing, man. All of our people that we expect to represent us, they don't represent us. Straight the fuck up. I'm going to be 100. They do not represent us. And that's big facts. They not representing us, man. There's no way. At all. Because the representation looks sick. This is the representation. These are the face of hip hop. Representing the brothers. Representing the sisters. Come on, man. But like I said, this is a learned behavior. This is a behavior that's been going on year in and year out for decades. And from what we see, they put these people in front of us. So we can't see the people that really taught them like they tell us the people that taught them, right? But we don't get to see them. They're not the ones that are hollering at us, trying to make sure that we stand behind them and support them. The people that they wanted us to stand behind and support, we watching them make sure they go all the way to the ground. Make sure. And this is to show you're still a nigga. All that cocky shit that you trying to do to people and you trying to make people believe that you the top of the food chain. Now you still a nigga. You don't hold that power, nigga. What's wrong with you? You really think you do? I'm going to show you. I got the power. You know? And I think at this point, Jay-Z still has a few people in his corner, right? And I'm going to tell you, once they drop some solid evidence, they're going to be people that take off. It's going to be people that don't want nothing to do with him. Right now, he still got supporters. But once they drop the evidence that makes it solidified of what they are trying to say, Jay-Z gonna remember he's still a nigga. You feel what I'm saying? He forgot that though. He been getting money so long, he forgot that. He went over there and indulged, allegedly, in these things that them folks put him on to. Come on, man. I hope y'all paying attention. Real rap. This is the game. This is the game. The face of hip hop. Jay-Z, ho, man. In 2024, Cat said it's going to be up for everybody, man. And they put Jay-Z on the news in a lawsuit for indulging in acts with a 13-year-old in 2024, man. Are y'all paying attention? It done got crazy. In 2024, they put Jay on the front page of the paper for saying that he indulged in acts in 2000 with a 13-year-old. It don't look good. It don't look good for our industry. It don't look good for us. Period, man. And I'm hoping to the next execs that come in position, you know, they understand that stay away from the sickness because they killed hip hop with this, man. I can't even listen to these new people, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I can't even get into these new people because they just talking stupid and it's not the music I like. But the music I did like, these people were sick. My era. Jay-Z's my era. You feel what I'm saying? That's my era. That was me up all night, riding around doing what I do, listening to Jay. I was in that era. And now they saying that this right here, it's like, damn, I'll never be able to get that out my head. You feel me? And I know it's a lot of other people out there that listen to Jay, that was rocking with Jay. Like, damn, Jay, come on, man. You know, even DeHaven, you know, him and Jay-Z don't see eye to eye, you know, because, you know, he said Jay telling or whatever, but he said he don't even feel, but I can't put it past him. I'm sitting there telling you, me from seeing how people are and the things people are into, I can't put it past Jay. I can't put it past nobody. I can't give nobody a pass. From as I matured in life and I start seeing things different, I can't put it past these guys doing them sick things, man. I can't put it past them. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But the overwhelming evidence talked about against Puff leaves us no choice but to think he did it. Now they coming out with Jay, and I'm sure that there's more information in the lawsuit that has not been revealed. And when the information comes out, now we're going to have our opinion on Jay. Because all we got is the allegation from the lawsuit, right? We haven't seen a solid ground of evidence. But once we see the solid ground of evidence, that's going to change the thinking for everybody. And I'm thinking, honestly, there has to be something solid for them to amend the lawsuit. There has to be something more solid than this person just saying this. They have to see Jay on tape. They have to have text messages. They have to have something. And in my mind, it was something on Puffy's computer. It had to be something on Puffy because Puffy been recording dudes for a long time. He's got so many people on tape. Now they done got the tapes. It has to be Jay on one of them tapes because he's the first person they revealed. Even if they don't have a tape from Jay from 2000 with the 13-year-old, they have to have Jay on tape for something. And I'm going to be real. For them to make this allegation, and this lawyer now, he has a lot of the tapes. He's done seen them. He said he's seen the tapes. Even people from TMZ said they seen some tapes with Puff doing some sick stuff. You know, them people are connected in a different level. So they were able to see some things, but they just not revealing it to the public. You see how they push certain things to us when they want to? That's the game, though. They do that to us, man. They push certain things to the public and have us looking at things the way they want to, and then boom, they'll bring something else out. So we looking like, is Diddy guilty? And I think Diddy is cooked. I don't think Diddy's ever getting out. If he does, it's going to be like a 25-year plea deal, something crazy. If he goes to trial, I really think they're going to give him life. Because all these people can't be lying, man. Not all of them. And this is in my opinion. All these people cannot be lying about this man putting something in their drink. It's too many people that says you have to take a drink coming into the party. It's too many people saying the same thing. And these dudes forgot. Y'all niggas is niggas. Y'all can't run around and do that. Rose saying, put Molly all in a drink. Nigga. That's gonna haunt you later. All that, you can't use my music against me, gonna go out the window with Rose. And I guarantee you they gonna come get Rose. Y'all might not believe me, but I guarantee you they are on a roll right now getting these celebrities. They on a roll. They knocking them off. And Ross admitted in his song that he was putting Molly in the girl's drink. Had everybody laughing and rapping to this. Right? They had it playing on the radio. You hear me? Took it off. The agenda was to get you on Molly and get you thinking it's okay to put something in somebody's drink. The stuff that they allege Diddy been doing for decades. This was the agenda. I want you to be okay with doing Molly and slipping it in a girl's drink, which is straight foul. Dropping something in somebody's drink to make them do something against their will is foul. Either she with it or she not. But I'm going to tell you though, right? The dudes that are rich, yes, they can get girls, right? But you got to understand, they got to give them something. They got to manipulate them to do what they want to do. You understand that, right? It's just like they not just doing what they want to do because they who they are. You get some girls in them positions that try to mentally play the game. But they got the money. So they say, here, take this, or they might pop something in their drink, do something slick, and now the girl is involved. She don't understand what's going on. The game is deep over there, man. Straight up. It's a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game. And from what we see, there's more people that they gonna get. It's more people on this list that they're going to get and they're going to expose. And the Tony Busby guy, I really do feel like he's doing shakedowns on people, but that's his field. He's a civil attorney. Civil attorneys do things like this. It's the game. It's the game. So I don't know if we can say Jay is guilty by association, but what it looks like, he's in a situation. He's in this situation. And the facts of this situation are going to come out slowly. They're going to come out. We're going to get the details of it. But what we do know, it was an underage minor. But from 24 years ago, so it got me questioning the person. But then I'm like, it must be more that we don't know for them to specifically say this person. Because he got 150 lawsuits against Diddy. But in this situation that they are publicizing is with the 13-year-old girl and is with Jay. Why? Is it because they got both of them in the bag on this situation? But y'all better understand they done with him. They done with Jay and Puff, man. They did all the poisoning that they can do. When they get done with you and you poison the community as much as they wanted you to, this is the outcome. This is the ending of your road. But you know, we're going to continue to see and continue to follow this situation, what's going on, man. And, you know, I really appreciate everybody that watches the channel. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I appreciate it if you subscribe. If you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. Your boy DZ, we growing. We on our way to 4,000 subscribers. And we're going to keep pushing, man. I definitely appreciate everybody that watches the channel, man. And we're going to keep growing. Your boy's small right now. But I promise you, I got all 2025 to figure out how to pioneer this motherfucker. I'm going to tell you that. And if you don't know me, you're going to get to know me. When I go in on something, I go in. And I'm going to be honest. Right now, I'm trying to navigate this motherfucker by myself. You feel me? But I am going to have to get a little insight on how to take this shit to the next level. Because I know I got it. These niggas ain't fucking with me. I appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Share this video for me. I definitely gave some insight on the industry. I appreciate y'all. Go check out the merch for me. sbgbtv.com. Grab a shirt, grab a hat, grab a mug. I appreciate y'all. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Now. Big facts.